Okay, now that I've got all the sharing part of it out, hey guys, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. I am doing a live stream. I don't have here on the desk. Um, I had a customer order come in this morning on my website, and what when I receive a new order, it came in at right at 10 o'clock this morning. And I, of course, didn't see it until like 11:30. So I have already pulled the item. But what I like to do for my customers is I like to hand make jewelry for everybody that from my website, and I do that on purpose for one of two reasons. One, I like to let my customers know that I appreciate their business, that I appreciate them taking the time, shopping my website, and buying something. But I also really enjoy making things. I enjoy making jewelry. I like painting, hand painting the charms that I have that are itty bitty, like itty bitty. And I like designing new things. Now, the charm for this bracelet I bought with a bunch of other charms, and this is actually, it's supposed to be a John Deere symbol. For those that don't know, John Deere is a tractor company. They started making tractors like probably about 100 years ago, and this is the actual belly ring right here that the girl ordered. And if you can tell, let me see if I can, I'm doing this on my webcam. If you look at the ring in between, there's a crease right here on purpose. Instead of it being, just grab a jump ring. Okay, this is a standard jump ring. It's got usually an opening on it. This is actually made out of anodized aluminum. There is a spot on it where it was sawed open right here. And these come in various shapes and sizes, and here's one that's a little bit more open that you might be able to see a little bit better. There you can actually see where it's open. Those are what most people would consider a jump ring. This is what is called a split ring, because there is, let's see if I can stick my, all right, I just stuck my fingernail on it. Because there is a crease in it, and it's kind of like a miniature spring. So when I make my belly rings, I use these double rings for two reasons. One, you don't end up having an open ring that your charm can fall off of easily, because when you have a ring that can twist and open, when you're wearing a shirt, it might snag the hem of your shirt, and it can have a tendency to pull those rings apart. So I use the split rings because if anything is going to happen to this belly ring, it's going to break right here at the base of the belly ring. It's literally, this entire piece will come off right where my fingernails are. And it'll come off, and then you will end up with just the top part with the gem on it, and then the charm will still be attached to the little ring that is on the bottom of the belly ring, and then it'll be attached to the split ring. I have had one instance in all the years that I've been making dangle belly rings, had this little guy break off. And the charm was fine, the belly ring was fine. I still wear the belly ring that the little loop on the bottom fell off of. Sometimes if they do break, you have to like sand the spot, and just any regular like nail file will work to sand down the rough spot at the base of the belly ring. And then you are left with, the charm and the jump, the split ring on there that you can use to reattach to a new belly ring. So I like using those to make sure that the dangle belly rings are secure. And I actually, in order to pull this order, I pulled out some of my other dangle belly rings. I've got hundreds of dangle belly rings that I have made. Hundreds. Just to show you some as an example. And these are in bags because they are separated by like category. But I mean, these are all different shapes, sizes. The charms on them are all, they're all different. I'm just trying to pick up a few here. So the charms and stuff I buy separately, and then I attach them with, like I said, the split ring. So I have so many belly rings that I haven't even gotten them all listed on my website, if that tells you anything. But this girl found the listing for this John Deere. I think it was like, let's see, it says John Deere Dangle Belly Ring. So that's the actual name of my product on my website. And she bought just one of the many different options that I have, because I have one that's got like a medium blue. It's like a sky blue color. I've got a sapphire blue one, of course, the clear one. I have one that's like a topaz orange color, which actually matches the deer symbol. I've got a peridot green one. I have varying shades of pink. So I actually had to go through, let me pull the bag for it. Let me show you the variety of just with this design, all the different ones. Let's see how I can do this so you guys can actually see the different styles. I mean, it's all the same charm. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 4, 6. I've got 7 left. So here's all of them. So this one has a light pink. Whoop, there's the topaz one. I have a medium pink, an aquamarine blue. This one's the peridot green. This one is red. Oh, I have 2 red ones. So these are just some of the other ones, and I had a lot of people asking me for like rebel flags and stuff. So I do have them that are plain. I have some of those that are hand painted. This is like my country, I guess you could say my country bag. I've got the rebel flags in the shape of a butterfly and then one of a heart. These were like really popular, and then these are like red, white, and blue kind of colors. I have the buck and doe symbols, the Browning symbols. I have those. And then in here I also have 2 that have little like horse designs on them. So these are just some of the other ones that I have, and all the John Deere ones would be listed on the same, like if you pull up the item, it'll say like John Deere Dangle Belly Ring, and then you could choose whichever color you like the best. And then of course I will dig through and I'll find it. And I do have more John Deere charms. So if somebody wanted like earrings made out of them or something like that, I have these like trays. It's like a tool rack that you would like hang on the wall that guys would like store fuses and nuts and bolts and screws and nails and all that kind of stuff in. But I actually use them for my charms because it makes it easy, because then I can separate them out. Like this is my religious or holiday drawer. So all the charms in here are going to be some sort of religious in nature. I've got Christmas trees in here and snowflakes and I love Jesus and zodiac symbols. I've got a bunch of different like Hamza designs. I've got some Jewish stars. I've got some Tree of Life, some shamrocks. Those are ones that I haven't listed on the website yet. But everything that's in here has already been added onto the website. So what you can do is you can have me make a belly ring for you. That way you would go to the listing for the plain DIY belly ring listing, and you put whatever color you want in the cart, and then you go and you find whatever charm you want and you put that in the cart. And I sell these for $12. The belly rings on them on their own, I think I have them listed for $6, and then the charms range between $2 and $5. And you would just pay for the belly ring and then pay for the charm, and then I would put it together, and then you could tell me whether or not you wanted a silver split ring, or if you wanted a brass colored one, a gold colored one, a pewter colored one, because I do have different colors of those as well, which I probably ought to list those on my website as well. So this is the color scheme I'm working with, which is just the green and the yellow for the John Deere symbol. And I do have my bead tray here, and I'm going to be moving the camera down so that you can, I mean, you won't be looking at me, you'll be looking at what I'm doing. So I'm going to move my tools off my tray real quick. And I'm going to move you guys down. It's probably not very clear, but it's clear enough. And I've got like my phone lighters right here. Let's see if I cover it up. I don't know. It might be better without it. So I'm going to start off with, you're in the wrong spot. I always pull whatever T-wires I'm going to work with. These are made out of sterling silver. Ooh, I'm all like blown out. So these are the wires that I'm going to be working with. And in order for me to make earrings, I've got like things that are findings. And what findings are like the little spacer beads and stuff that you would use in order to put them in between something. So this is a little daisy. I've got some that are shaped like hearts. And that's kind of like a more country style. I've got like spaceship looking ones and some that look like flowers. I've got all kinds of different spacer beads. I even have just standard little round sterling silver, like 3mm round balls, which I don't even, oh, they're buried. They're right here. So I think I'm going to start with those and put those at the very bottom. And what this does is it keeps the beads from being directly on the bottom of the T-wire. I don't know if I can, oh, that made it worse. I'm trying to see if I can get it to focus more. It's a little better. And let me see if I turn this off. Nah, the lighting is still about the same. It's kind of hard doing this. So I usually take one and put it to the side. And because I'm working with green and yellow, I had pulled some green aventurine. This is a 6mm round rondelle. I pulled those. I pulled some jade rectangular pieces. These are called tubes. I also pulled green aventurine tubes as well. And then I even pulled little glass. Where'd the little sucker go? I thought I pulled the other one, so I guess I just pulled the green. Oh, there they are. Blind. I have kind of like a topaz colored one and a peridot green colored one. These are made out of glass, but they're like little teardrops where I stick one on a wire so you can maybe see it a little better outside of my fingers. They're top drilled, or they're like sideways top drilled. So these are the two that I had pulled, thinking that these would be cute, but that would require a different type of ending. Instead of it being a T-wire, you would use one like this with an actual opening that can be used to, maybe it's the light behind my camera that's screwing me up. I can't seem to get it to like, there you go. Now you can see the opening, or at least I can on my screen. So you would use something like that in order to make it. And then the ear wires that I'm going to be using are sterling silver. These are, some people call these fish hook ear wires. Some people call them French hook ear wires. These are just plain sterling silver French hook ear wires. Now comes the fun part. I even pulled like aragonite chips, which is a yellow. I pulled some various forms of like sandstone. I even pulled these aragonites, but these are a little bit big. This is an 8mm round aragonite bead. So I'm probably just going to stick those up here because those are too large. Whoop, that one's, get back in there. I pulled out a piece of Tektite instead. I was looking to see how many pieces of the aragonite chips I had loose on here. I know I've got some on my tray. I might just do, I even pulled peridot. This is real peridot. This is also a type of tube. It's a little rectangular piece. I guess let me put a few of these in my hand. Man, lighting sucks. And if I turn the light on behind me, it would be 10 times worse. I've even got some emerald on my tray as well. I've got a little green one here that's emerald. I think I might do some aragonite chips and the green adventuring tubes. I pulled 4 of those. I also have some green adventuring chips on here. I just want to do something that's simple but in the same color scheme. And basically with using chips, you just kind of, it's pretty easy. You just kind of throw a couple on. Oops. Or you drop a few. I got 3 on that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw the tube on it. And this is what we're looking like right now. Now, I think I might use 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top because the tube is a little long and I did pull a shorter wire. So let me grab another piece of aragonite. I need to make sure that I've got enough space to make the loop at the top. And then in order to make the loop, I just come in with my tool, grab it, and leave enough room. I need something black over here. What do I have that's dark? Nothing. My wallet. Now you can kind of see the top. And then you basically just bend it. I usually do a 90-degree angle, and then I reposition my tool at the top and then bend it a little bit more. And then this is where I'll come in with my finger and I grab it. I grab the little piece that's hanging off the side here and I twist it towards the tool. I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room. And then I'll twist it around in order to make that loop that I need at the top. I so didn't leave myself a whole lot of room. And then I grab my other pliers and I grab the tail and then I wind it around the other wire to secure it. Trying to find where the tail went. And the problem with working with sterling silver T-wires is the fact that they are very soft. You can break them easily if you manipulate them the wrong direction or if you put too much tension or torque on it. You can easily snap one of these wires, and I have done that. I have wires on my tray. They're like little nubs where I've gone to secure the top and I've like broken it off. My little wire just, the little tail to my wire just went down into the drilled hole in the chip. So now I'm just making sure that it is as flush to the initial T-wire as possible. And there is our first earring. And the reason why I'm doing this live is last time I recorded one of these, Usually if I'm not talking, it only takes me like 5 minutes to make a pair of earrings. But the last time I recorded one of these and I put up the video on Instagram, I got flagged within like 3 minutes of it being up, and I had to fight it. Somebody actually claimed that my video was theirs. And I'm like, no, those are my hands. That's that's me doing the work. Those are my tools, my everything. Gosh darn, this lighting sucks. So there's one earring done. And I was going to do it live on there, and somebody said, well, I can't always watch it on Instagram because it only stays up for 24 hours. I would rather have you do a YouTube video, and then I can go and watch it whenever I have time, which makes more sense. It does. So what I'll probably do is take pictures of this when it's done, and then post the pictures of it on Instagram, and then leave the video link when I get finished. I need a chunky piece of aragonite. There's one. I want something that's going to be about the same length as this one. Bubby, what you doing? My cat just came and sat down in the chair next to me. Got an itch? Usually when I'm doing this, I've got either a YouTube video playing or Netflix or music, but I don't want to get demonetized. In a given hour, I could probably make 100 pairs of earrings. Because like I said, they don't take that long to make. And if I've got, usually I'll go through on my bead tray and I'll set out like color combinations that I want to use for jewelry. And then it's just as easy to go and grab them, stick them on a wire, and then line them up in the order on my tray underneath of this one, and line them all up on there, and then just go through and cap them off and put ear wires on them, because making earrings really isn't difficult if you know what you're doing. Now sometimes like this one's fighting with me a little bit because I'm trying to get that wire to spin around at the top, and I keep losing it. I get it for a second, and then it pops off my tool. I stabbed myself in the thumb a couple of times. That, and it keeps going down into the hole where the opening is for the chip bead. And again, lighting is not going to show you, is it? Nope, it does not want to show you at all. Well, that's kind of crappy. And then once I make the earrings, I usually will put a little star-shaped piece of silicone on it, in order so that, you know, when you wear earrings that are the fishhook kind, your earrings like to run off. So I like to give them some sort of like ear closure for it, which they're over here on the tray. So I will usually dig through here and find, I just picked up 2, and then I will just put these on the earrings so that when I ship them, I know that they're already on there and I don't have to worry about the person losing their earrings. And I usually let people know when I mail anything, especially with dangle belly rings, they need to know what kind of metal the earring or the belly ring is made out of, which is 316L surgical steel. They do make regular surgical steel belly rings. They make stainless steel belly rings, but I have the 316L. It is a higher grade of surgical steel. It is less likely to rust or corrode. And then with the earrings, I let them know that the ear wires and the T wires are made out of sterling. The findings are sterling. The little guy up here is actually made out of silicone. And I do that on purpose because some people are allergic to different metals. Some people have a nickel allergy. Like I know I'm allergic to nickel. So I cannot handle like cheap jewelry. It makes me itch within seconds of touching it. It makes my skin burn. It does all kinds of lovely things to me. So I know that there are certain plastics people are allergic to. Silicone is one that is more widely used because of the fact that a lot of people are not allergic to it. But there are certain plastics that people are allergic to. I knew a hairdresser that was allergic to the plastic combs that we used in the hair salon because of the type of PVC type plastic that it was made out of. So she had to use metal combs in order to do hair, which I had never really seen metal combs a whole lot, except for, like older combs. So you learn something new every day, but I also let them know what the stones are. So this is made out of green aventurine and aragonite. And these are the thank you gift for this lady's order that she placed on my website today. So she will get, and I will package it in a little baggie. I've got bubble wrap out, and then I usually wrap everything in some sort of like tissue paper. I've got 2 pieces of tissue paper pulled out, and then it'll get bubble wrapped in another package, and it'll go out in the priority box mail. But here is everything that will be included minus the letter. And I always include, like this is my copy, but like I include the order slips that have like whatever the product is that was ordered, and then the details for it. And then on the one that I ship the person at the very bottom, what I'll do is I'll include the tracking information, and then I write on the back of the page, I will handwrite a note and let them know all the details and stuff for the items that are going to be in their package. So hopefully this little live stream video, I mean, the lighting I know sucks. The lighting sucks. Let me move you back up. The lighting sucks, but it is what it is. And hey, now that you're against that background, I wonder if it'll show you the earrings better. There you go. Now you can actually see these suckers. Well, gotta move my hand. I have a desk lamp behind my monitor, and it's like blowing out the light. But there's the sterling silver findings on the bottom, the aragonite chips, and the green aventurine. And then here's a better look at the belly ring, and it's just got a clear gem in it. And I do sell the balls that have the gems on them. So if you wanted to get an extra top that has the matching gem on it, I sell the balls. This is a 5mm round one. I also sell the 6mm rounds, which is a standard size for tongue ring. So if you need either a 5mm or a 6mm round top, I have those as well. And the balls are like $1 a piece. So had she, wanted to get, make this a double gemmed, that's how I have it listed on my website. If you look at the listing and it says, double gem, it means that there's a gem in the top ball and a gem in the base. So if she had wanted to add a ball to it, she could have gone to the listing on the site where it has the 5 and 6mm round balls with gems in it, and then she could have bought one that was a coordinating color for $1 more. So I'm going to get off here and finish packing this. I might make another couple pairs of earrings because I pulled out some snowy quartz, which is really pretty. These are all chip beads. Ooh, throwing stuff at you. But it's like white, but it's got, you can see the texture and stuff behind it. I also pulled out some silkstone beads, which are They're black, but they are like black with like a marbleized type pattern on them. Put a couple on my T-wire here. Maybe you can see them better. They look like marble. They're really pretty. So I might make some black and white earrings. I don't know. Just depends on how froggy I'm feeling. I got laundry going. I got a kitchen to clean. I've got more stuff to do. I've got 5 videos uploading on YouTube right now. So I've been busy. Anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. I know nobody was here in the live with me because I haven't done a live in a while. I will probably do a live tomorrow for the February Shop My Stash. I should have done it several days ago. I've just been super busy. And I'm currently uploading 21 files, video files, off my phone right now. I don't even know if you can see it. It just flipped on me. Get back. Nope, it's still not going to show it. I mean, you can like barely see the number, but those are the ones that it's got uploaded so far. When I went to bed last night, I had 45 video files to get uploaded. So I've been busy. I've been real busy. So it is what it is. I haven't missed the daily upload yet for February. Some days I've actually had 2 uploads. Like today I had 2, yesterday and the day before I had 2. So I've just been feeling creative. And so hopefully you guys like them. I will see you guys in another video very soon.